What? He's got a tank top on, so we'll get something.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey, everybody! What's going on?
What's up, underachievers?
Yeah, welcome to the Late Horror Show with me, Dino.
And Tederico.
Yes, we got another Giallo. I've been going crazy
These
with
here are
Giallos.
Italian gelato movies.
Yeah, Gialli.
Gelato.
Peanut butter and Gialli.
One of them here
anyways.
Giallo movies.
Anyways, welcome everybody in the chat.
Ain't nobody speaking English yet.
Oh, you know what? I should open this up so I can see the chat. Anyways, Black Rose's birthday today. So happy birthday to Black Roses.
Happy birthday.
Who's been in the chat for quite a long time. So happy birthday to you. And yes, we got, oh God, I need to bring this over here a second. We got Connie, CM, Bubba, Rich Cat Ranch, Tracy, Shady Suspect is in there. Ooh, that's,
What am I supposed to do?
no, it's a Shady Suspect.
Okay.
Ovaltine time. Horror Junkie for Life is here. WWM, UFOs No Joke. Harry Scott, all the usuals. Good to see everybody. We are definitely going to talk about an interesting movie here, man.
And it's one that you can watch on YouTube. So just open up another window, fire it up, and
it's on YouTube. Yeah,
there you go.
Otherwise, it's hard to come by. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's stream. It used to be on Tubi, but
Maybe
I don't think it is anymore. They don't have it.
It's like on Vudu or Sling.
Yeah.
But like your big ones like Netflix and Amazon and all that,
Right.
it's not on there. So,
Right.
Let me pull up the chat real quick so I can see it and not keep turning my head. Yeah, there we go. Chris W is here. What's going on, Chris W? Good to have you. Good to see you. Good to know you. Yeah, this is 1972. All the colors of the dark.
All the colors.
And
the dark is all the colors, though.
Yeah, that's true.
And
we'll talk about that a little bit.
Featuring the delicious Edwidge Fenech.
The delicious, yes, Jane.
She's got an interesting look. I love that dark hair, dark eyes combo that chicks get sometimes.
They called her the Queen of Giallo.
She's a Queen of Giallo.
She is. We're not going to disagree on this one here. She is a beauty.
See what I tell you?
She's very beautiful. Although Mary was more my kind of, up my alley.
Anyway. Why? Because her tots were hanging out half the movie?
No, but that was a nice dress.
I know. Who walks around like that?
What the heck?
Nobody around, the CLE walks around like that.
I heard they were giving the wardrobe a keep after the show. Not a big deal, but, hey, at least she kept the, nice dress there for. But anyways, it's interesting. We've been doing this Giallos on the channel for a while here. Me and Ginger have been doing it on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
And we just did Torso, which is another Sergio Martini film, which he did right after.
Is it Martino or Martini?
Martino.
Okay. I like Martini better, though.
Am I wrong? Let me see.
Some Italian guy.
I thought it was Martino.
If it's not Sergio Leone, it don't matter.
Anyways, it's Sergio. But he did Torso, which me and Ginger did. And then if I'm wrong, I was messing his name up the whole time there, too.
Oh, maybe.
But
I don't think he's going to come after you or anything.
But a year later, Torso comes out. And it is so the opposite of this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Torso is it's a Giallo. Well, it bordered a Giallo too because he had a ski mask on and all that stuff. But Giallo kind of is a broad range of different things.
Lots
in
of things
horror. Cinematography, the thrill of the kill in the movies, the scenes.
I think what typically is you don't get the answer till the very end. You don't get the full story till the it's a movie.
True.
But there's usually some kind of twist or something you didn't know.
But this movie there was no twist. I mean,
not a twist, but you didn't get all the pieces of the puzzle to the very end.
Right. What I thought was strange about this was you get the killer right up front, but I
Right.
guess the mysterious.
But was it real? Was it not real?
Well, yes.
You know, the whole movie you're guessing.
Yes.
You know, is she crazy? Is it real?
Because hell, you guys, this movie. I mean, this is as trippy, as dreamy, as nightmarish, as psychedelic, kind of as you can get for an Italian horror film. I mean, it was. You know, you're dealing in satanic cults in this movie.
And you know all about that.
Well,
so I had to get you out of that one.
You know, I know. It's why'd you bring that up?
I know.
Anyways, but it's kind of different than any of the. See, I'm used to Dario Argento. I'm used to Deep Red, Suspiria.
Well, you know, he got the ball rolling, then everybody did it. And now you got. I mean, it's a huge. It's not just movies. There's books and things. You know, there's novels. I mean, it was a whole big thing. So.
But this movie, All the Colors of the Dark, man, it just takes kind of this. Well, first of all, I think totally 100% inspired by Rosemary's Baby.
Well,
a lot of elements in this movie.
I'm certain that
is
that movie did sort of get the. It wasn't necessarily the first, but it did sort of get the whole. Satanic cult thing going. I mean, you saw a slew of movies like that. It opened the gates for. You know, something like The Exorcist to be written and made into a movie a year later. You know, without Rosemary's Baby, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah. So. I mean, in this movie in particular, and Hello, UFOs are No Joke, Accountability for All, what's going on? Late Friday Talk Show. Ian Sharp, what's going on? Emily, what's going on? Good to see you all here tonight. Yeah, taken from Rosemary's Baby. I mean, you got the apartment complex. You got the whole doctor thing and the vitamins and you know, her kind of just running around in this distressed kind of.
You know, I didn't think about all those things until you said it, because the doctor is kind of like a good guy, and you know, the vitamins weren't nefarious, and because so I think I didn't put it all together like that. But now that you mention, it's all. There's a lot of things. That I didn't
and the cult. You know.
Oh, the cult. Yes.
You know.
But actually, the whole time,
Richard
probably have seen this movie.
Yeah.
This is probably like my third time watching it.
Okay.
I don't think I ever made a Rosemary's Baby connection with it because I just
really
I just watched the movie and
I did immediately. I'm like, this totally feels like Rosemary's Baby. Even the characters. I mean,
it does.
You got the
I never thought about it.
You got like Mary in the apartment complex, then the older lady a little bit after the disappearance.
No, it makes you like it less.
Oh no! Come on! No.
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Lord. Bubba, what's going on?
There's a lot of unoriginality in this.
Well, Sergio did take
except the bloody teeth, man. You got every time that guy's face gets in the mugs in the camera.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But I mean,
God's sake.
Well, and this also gives it's kind of folklore-ish too. I mean, there's a vibe that comes off this film that gives you folklore.
There's a definite ass-eating vibe in that.
A little.
It's a vibe. It's a
vibe. But you know what else it gives me a vibe of, which is why you love this movie so much.
What's that?
Hammer horror. Little Hammer horror feel to this.
It's a little gothic, little gothic in there.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm liking it. I think we haven't done a Hammer in a while.
No, you throw one out there.
I'm gonna line one up.
There you go. Yeah.
Real soon.
I'm ready for a new one. But also a little depressing. Not a bad movie. A great movie.
Kind of like when you see how many people are against this poor lady.
What poor lady?
Well, I mean, Jane, all the subterfuge and things.
What are you looking at?
And people not believing her and is she crazy? And this poor lady.
Well, let's see.
Feeling like she's being stalked and everything. And
yeah, you got Jane, who's the main character. Yes. The girl who's all, don't know if things are happening.
You like dark hair, dark eyes? Watch this movie, man.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Well, blonde hair, blue eyes too. But it's
trash.
Jane is the main character in this movie with her boyfriend Richard, who kind of, I guess
they refer to each other as husband and wife, but they are not married.
They're partners. But they've got this kind of vibe going on, and then there's Mary, the blonde-haired lady who I just talked about across the way, and
there's also Jane's sister.
There's Jane's sister Barbara, who Richard and Barbara kind of. There's this weird thing going on there, but yes, you got Barbara, and
it almost seemed like they had something at one time, or
it does
because she's a little, but that's never
No.
brought up in the movie, but Richard definitely doesn't like Barbara because he's got this whole thing. He doesn't like psychoanalysis, psychiatry,
Yeah.
and not only has she been through it, she also works for a psychiatrist that she's trying to get Jane to go to.
Yes. Archin! Hi, Boy Donuts. What's going on? Yeah. All the strange things. But starting off with it, and then we get into this cult, and there's lots of characters in here who
She got
have
sucked
been
into
in
that pretty easy, don't you think? She didn't put up a whole lot of fight about going to it.
Oh, no. We'll talk about that.
Did someone offer you to go to a black mass? You're like,
well, listen, Jane. First of all,
sure. Fuck.
Yeah.
When now? Yeah, I got time.
Hey, listen.
You want to go to a black mass and then go shopping?
Can I
get my shoes?
Can I get a little deep here? I mean, when it comes to like, and she's going through crap. When it comes to like mental illness, and you're on the edge of, oh my God, I don't know what's real, what's not reality, what's going on here with every, because she thinks somebody's trying to kill her. She thinks this is going on, and in reality, it's probably true. It might not be true. She's going through some stuff. So if there's even a light at the end of the tunnel to get rid of all of that, no, I get you. But I'm just saying, for the movie's sake.
I mean, didn't she see Rosemary's Baby?
I guess not. For the movie's sake, I kind of get it. But listen, the woman just had a car accident. Okay, this is the premise of the movie.
But then she goes back.
She had
so it's like, okay, she's down.
She had a car accident, lost her baby. Okay,
and that has put a strain on the relationship with Richard. Probably is what keeping them from getting married
or divorced, because he's trying to be there for her, but yet somewhat like the relationship in Rosemary's Baby.
She's plagued with nightmares.
Plagued with nightmares.
That someone's trying to kill her. She sees a particular man with these. Those have to be contact lenses.
Oh, they're contact lenses.
Because this guy's got.
There's a close up.
I mean, they're like this color blue.
And there's a close up later in the movie where you can see the black lines where it's their contact.
You got to feel bad because
back
then contact lenses hurt like hell, and now they have all kinds of things.
For a color like that,
I'm gonna get a milky lens and wear it to the show. I'll just have one milky eye.
One milky eye. Hey, why not go for it? Yeah.
I should go to work with it on. Really freak my people out.
That would freak them out. Yeah.
What happened to your eye? Nothing.
Yeah, it's just milky white. Oh, no. Just say I poured some milk in there. Or you
down with the devil.
Yeah. But it definitely has it also a supernatural feel to it. It's this kind of like.
Well, once you start getting that blending of reality, because then she starts seeing this guy that's in her dreams out in real life. She'll be out and she'll think she sees him watching her from, she'll look out the window and he's looking up at the apartment. And is it real? Is it not? And
this is Mark. I forget who the character.
I think that same guy is in the other movie with her in it that I was telling you about.
Probably he was actually in a couple other. He's into Giallo. All these characters have frequented a lot of Sergio's movies and other Italian horror of the day. So they're not.
I like when I'm looking at the credits. Someone's last name is Quasimodo. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Is it really?
I'm just playing the film on the phone just to refresh my memory. And Quasimodo is somebody's last name.
And nobody really interested in All Colors of the Dark? 23 people?
Come on,
people. What's going on?
I bet if we were talking about Halloween or Michael Myers.
Yeah, we should. Let's just talk about Halloween.
Or periods. Everybody would show up.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. Anyways. Yeah, it's pretty much that element at the beginning with the car crash. So, and the weirdest opening scene to a movie ever. I mean, it's very, very weird. I'm looking at it going, okay, I understand it's like this dream-like state, and she's kind of flashing back because she's laying on a bed where she's pregnant. She's all nude. I don't know.
It's almost like there's an abortion going on.
A little
with
bit.
Her legs up in the stirrups and the doctor. I think that's what's supposed to be going on.
Yeah, it's a very
dream
odd
sequence
and nightmarish type scene, and it was very very odd, but
no attractive people in this beginning scene at all.
No, it was very disturbing, but in the actual apartment once they get there and they show again. They filmed this, and a lot of Italian horror did that because this was shot in London. This was a London apartment.
It was.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to like study up on the movie, so thank you. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, the apartment complex was definitely a London apartment complex shot in London, a la Rosemary's Baby, you know.
Mhm.
But in a lot of these, I'm noticing in a lot of these early Italian horror movies and Giallo movies like this, a lot of the streets. Oh my god, a lot of the streets.
What was that?
You can burp very silently and it'll show up on the microphone.
Really?
But anyways,
We'll see if that.
oh my god, I don't have to say anything. Let's see. Legs up in the stirrups sounds like an alien probing session, says Chris W.
You would know about that too. You told me that happened to you.
We'll talk about that.
Always the
another time.
probe.
On the paranormal show. We'll talk about that. Yeah, the probing. But
haven't these aliens
Cosmic
learned all they need to
Squirrel!
learn about the butt already?
What's going on, Cosmic Squirrel?
I don't know what's going on.
Yes, Ian Sharp. Very weird opening. But what was I saying?
Well, you know, she wakes up. She's, you know.
Oh no, I was making a point about
Giallos. You're talking about Giallos.
Yeah, I was. That they shoot these scenes like streets are vacant, you know.
Yeah,
they
ain't
make
never anybody around.
They don't want to pay any extras. I mean, either the people that back then were really asking for wages of an actor or something like that, or the directors themselves said, you know, let's clear the streets.
Maybe it lends to her feeling of isolation and being alone.
No, it's not just this movie.
Oh, they're all like that. Maybe
I noticed it.
Maybe
in
it
some
says something
other
about
ones.
all the females in the movies being alone.
No,
maybe they're just cheap.
There was even what's the Donald Sutherland?
Don't look now.
Look now, which was excellent.
Ain't no gelato movie.
Well, it was kind of classified as a giallo.
Gelato.
But anyway, a gialli. But that movie too included. I mean, the streets are always taken bare, and nobody around. It's like, what city are you in? What's going
London.
on, man? I know that, but I'm just like,
they go to bed early.
Come on,
they got shit to do.
More. She's going out to go to the grocery store. There ain't a single soul anywhere.
They do theirs earlier. First thing in the morning.
Anyways,
grocery shopping's done.
I guess it kind of adds and lends to the storyline, which is very bizarre and kind of.
I like it.
Yeah, no, I liked it too. It was very good.
Because there's nothing to distract me from the beauty.
If anything, let's see. What can I pull out of what I know as Giallo in this film? You know, you get the killer, who is Mark. I mean, you know, right off the bat, the guy with the. I didn't spoil nothing because right away in the movie, the thing that makes you wonder is the mystery. You know, is she hallucinating it? Is she just, you know, going crazy?
Well, she keeps taking these vitamins that Richard's giving her. You never know, man. He might be slipping her the LSD.
Slipping her the LSD.
What is he giving her these vitamins for? She wakes up from this nightmare and he's dropping a couple pills in water, gives it a little twirl, and it turns into blue. Like Smurfberry juice.
Yeah, turns into Kool-Aid.
And he's like, come on, drink it. Just drink it. He's got to hold it for you. Drink it.
It turned into blue Kool-Aid is what it did.
Oh, then right after that, they must make love or something because she's all naked and the camera just pans down. You get a nice shot of ass. And just keeps going.
Yeah, they get a full-on shot.
And look at it. Look at him just like. If I tried doing that to my old lady, you can't just gently caress like that. They're smacking you. And tickling you.
What are
you can only do that in the movies.
What are you doing? You're asking for. I got a headache.
That's right.
Anyways, no, that's
what mine's always saying.
That's a good scene there, where you know she's get a full profile all the way.
Probably like my favorite scene in the movie.
Is it your favorite scene? I can see that. Probably.
I like it a lot.
Rich Cat Ranch is my favorite. New from Mattel, the Giallo doll, says Rich Cat Ranch. Yeah, is there really eating in this movie? Eating? I'm getting that vibe. Is there really a ending?
Was he talking about an ass eating when I said ass eating? An ass eating vibe?
Is there an eating? UFOs is no joke. What do you mean by that? I think he means is there really an ending? A eating in this movie?
Ass eating. Because I said that as a joke.
If that's what you mean, no, there's.
I mean,
like
if
that.
This Richard guy was smart, there would be. But
listen, in this movie, well, I mean, in this movie is nothing like the past two ones, like New York Ripper, Torso. Those were very like gory. This isn't.
No,
this isn't. This is more nightmarish. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So more Dark Shadows, like I mean, a little bit, but I don't know.
Look at you just pulling them all out.
I
man.
don't know. But,
Everything I like. You're pulling it all out.
well,
today.
but even the apartments are depressing, though.
It's
Is
London.
it me?
It's London. It's a depressing place.
Yeah.
That's why they get everything done early. They go back to bed.
Let's have a rain out. Let's turn the lights down low. And let's, I don't know, whatever.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. Where do we go from
Well,
here?
I mean, after that whole caressing scene, she's talking about, Barbara wants me to go see her, Dr. Burton, however they say, Dr. Burton, and he's really against psychoanalysis,
Oh, and he's
I think he thinks like he's going to tell her that it's all his fault or something. That's the vibe I get from it.
Oh, and he keeps jumping the gun and just just saying you're imagining it, you're imagining it, you're imagining it.
It's the accident, it's this, it's that. Like he's got all the damn answers.
Yeah, she's just imagining everything. And by the way, everybody, tonight we have the best of Boston Blackie overnight. So hopefully you guys enjoy some Boston Blackie.
Should we be saying that?
Put together. Why not?
Oh. I don't think we should be saying that.
So Boston Blackie and Faraday, some of the best tonight. So there you go. Anyways,
did Mantan Moreland do the voice of that character?
Oh, I wish he did. That would be awesome. I love some Mantan Moreland.
We haven't had Mantan Moreland on this show in a long time.
No, well, since that zombie movie.
That's right.
Yeah,
that was about it.
Yeah, that's.
I like his stand-up records. I got his stand-up comedy records.
Oh my god,
that man
Mantan Moreland
filthy.
and his he's a filthy. Yeah. Well, there were a lot of people who did those filthy albums in the 70s.
But his was funny.
Mantan Moreland's was a.
Oh man,
that was a good. If you can get your hands on the Mantan Moreland's.
I think you can download it on iTunes. That's where I got one of them.
Yeah,
that's just like screw it. I can't find it. I'm just gonna have to download it digitally. And
wonder if it's on YouTube. Maybe Too Dirty. I don't know.
Oh no, they are. They are.
Is it okay?
Well, who knows if they are now? When I looked back then, when people were a little bit more sane, it was there. But
if you really was
now, I don't know. I can't tell you.
Somebody said yes, not a bad title. If you're talking about Boston Blackie Fun Series, yes. Pip Pip Cheerio, Stuff Upper, and all the rot. What? Stiff upper lip and all that rot. Anyways, dirty comedy on the Laugh Records label. Yes.
Okay.
There you
Good.
go, RTN.
Got to listen to Mantan Moreland.
Oh,
will not be disappointed.
He's probably listened plenty of times. But anyways, we get to this.
So Barbara and Jane,
whatever.
they're driving into town together, and she's going to go see this psychiatrist and talk to him. And the funny thing is, when she gets to the office, she thinks she sees the guy from her nightmares right there sitting in the office.
Well, yeah. Again, throughout the entire.
And then when the doctor goes to look, he's not there. Was he there? Was he not there?
Well, throughout the entire movie, you get this.
Right. That's like the first instance of it happening.
But his secretary comes out and says, "Yes, there was a man there. He was there, sitting there." And the doctor apologizes to Jane and says,
"Right.
Oh, I'm sorry."
But was it actually that guy? We don't know. At that time, you're not sure. Maybe it was him. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe she thought she saw him.
I wasn't sure.
So, he's just getting to know her. He's questioning her. She's telling him, about the accident. She's saying about,
Can I say her performance in this movie was fantastic?
I think she's a pretty good actress.
Yeah,
yes.
it was really, really good. They say it's probably her best performance.
You'll have to see The Strange Case. What is it? The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward.
Do you think she was better in that or this?
They're both pretty good. Yeah. If you like one, you'll like the other.
Okay. Are they both in the same kind of vein?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Supernatural nightmare.
She's in a couple others too, but I didn't care for them as much.
Gotcha. Okay.
And not because of her, but there's one called Strip Nude for Your Lover, and just everybody else in it is just so stupid. I can't even watch it. Like,
oh god,
everybody just acts silly. So,
yeah.
There's got
to be some silly.
It's silly.
Some
I don't know. Like you ever just watch it, just like some character starts annoying you, like, oh my god, just click. I got better things to do with my life.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Tom Cruise, The Mummy.
There you go.
Yeah,
there's $8 you'd like back, probably.
No, I didn't spend no money on that.
Oh, would you sneak in?
20 minutes in, I'm done.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're the ones that go back and get our money back.
I'm like,
and you ever notice like their faces get like really weird when you do that? Like, what? Yeah. You ain't used to somebody doing this. All right, this is a piece of garbage. I want my money back. You ain't getting my $8.
You get it back too, man.
You will, as long as the movie is like less than half over. I think.
Yeah,
You'll get it back.
You getting ready for Halloween yet?
As far as what?
It's 2 weeks. Have you been to Spirit Halloween?
I went once, and
I got the other Killer Clowns.
Oh
man.
yes, they have all the same shit that they had last year.
Yeah.
Very little that's new.
You know what they were doing? They were taking the Killer Clowns laser, gun, and they as soon as they come in, they'd take them and they'd start selling them on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
What idiots are buying them on eBay when you can go to the Spirit Halloween store online and a regular price?
Because they'll buy them all up, so that way you can't buy them.
But they're still available.
Or there's like that with like certain T-shirts and stuff. They'll go.
Or maybe they'll wait months from now, or
okay. There ain't nothing there that I want bad enough to buy it on friggin' eBay.
Who knows? I think
I'd rather. What am I going to do with a Killer Clown's gun? Am I going to go run around town with it?
Yes, we could
I'm
play.
a grown ass man.
Yeah, no, we could have fun playing the game.
I'd rather just watch
Kathy,
the movie.
what's going on? Good to see you.
Watch the movie. I'm a little miffed that the new video game of Killer Clowns coming out. I'm gonna have to buy like a PlayStation to play it or something. I don't think it's going to come on
PlayStation.
No, it's going to be on everything except Nintendo.
Oh,
or at least for right now, it's not announced.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know what? A lot of times games based on movies aren't even that good. So
yeah, I mean, who the heck knows? There's going to be good graphics and everything like that,
Right.
but it's not going to feel like an '80s movie.
that's the thing about it, though. Sometimes typically movie games aren't that great. So I should just lower my expectations.
So where are we at in this movie? Let's see.
Whatever. She leaves the psychiatrist's office.
Has she run into Mary yet?
No, she's walking home
Okay.
from the psychiatrist, and she thinks she sees that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Starts chasing her. They're going along. What is this? The Thames River here?
It could be the
I
Thames,
guess. And
good old Benny Hill.
Benny Hill. You can get all those episodes from your uncle online.
Oh, I bet you can.
Yes, you can. The whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, better jump on that right away.
So
I'm in the mood for some Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, baby.
There's some on YouTube, but
no, you can get them all.
Completely. Okay.
A little bit of a fat file, but so yeah, she thinks she sees.
Okay.
They kind of come face to face. She's like gets startled by this dude. He's following her on the subway. Following her, she manages to sneak and get off the subway real quick, and he's following her on in the parkway. And she gets back to her apartment running, tries to get in there, and that's where she meets Mary. And Mary's not bad, I'll tell you. She's the second best looking woman in the movie.
Yeah, Mary, the gorgeous blonde, across the way. Jerky boys, the super across the way.
Helps her get in because she's all nervous.
Yes.
They get in and they introduce themselves.
I like how Mary took charge too.
Yeah.
Like Jane is so submissive, and Mary is like very dominant.
She's calling the shots in this already.
Oh yeah.
Come on into my place. We'll have some tea. Come on, we're having tea.
Yes, come
And
on.
she's like, no, Richard will be home soon. I got to make dinner. See, that's what I like.
Yeah.
And she even says she's got to make him something that's not in a can. That's what I really like.
Something that's not in a can.
No beans and weens tonight.
Well, and when she gets over there and starts cooking them, do you see what's in the pan?
Yeah, she's jiggling some eggs.
She's throwing everything in the pan, which is good. But there's all the eggs are in there, all the bacon's in there,
that's right.
and whatever else she's thrown in there.
That's how we do.
Some cheese, some potatoes, just fry it all up in a pan.
And then what is she? She's jiggling the eggs, paying attention to what she's doing. She goes away for a minute,
jiggling,
and everything's ruined.
Yeah, everything's ruined. Everything's ruined.
His whole damn dinner's ruined.
Yeah, because she goes back. She gets a phone call from some guy who says, "I'm a solicitor."
Yes, I'm a lawyer. I need you to come to my office at 3:30. Why?
Just be there. Here's the
and
address.
That's another thing. You completely forget about that for the rest of the movie until the end. Right, when he pops through the door, oh, here I am, and here's this letter explaining everything.
But yeah, who the hell goes through Trotter House Watson Jr.? What is going on? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Is that a handheld tape recorder, Archean? What's going on here? Mary and Satanist hints. Ian Sharp's seen the movie, so he's
good
going along there.
All right.
I wouldn't go to that office.
It seems a little fishy. Especially if they're not giving you any idea what it's about.
Somebody calls you up and says, "I'm a lawyer," or "I'm a solicitor." That's what they said in the movie. you got to come here. But anyways, hangs up immediately. Love the phones there. Too.
Don't you love The Office? It's just like a black room. Like they were probably just in a completely black room, a desk, a chintzy desk, a little light,
guy in
and
a
a
black
big
room.
fat cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on out here, see?
Yeah, we don't have to do much for this prep, but no, it worked. I mean, and yeah, she runs over and everything's burnt.
And she doesn't even throw it in the garbage. She just hucks it out the window.
Well, I think she set it out the window for the smoke to get away. She didn't throw the pan out there.
Not the whole pan, but she dumped the contents of it up.
Yeah,
there goes the man's dinner.
Yeah, that's true. But that guy's
all burnt and runt and thrown out, thrown out on the sidewalk. Refuse.
Slip on some bacon. Whoa!
Oh, but yeah, when she looks out the window, she thinks she sees the guy. She sees like that tan sandalwood, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it.
Yeah, she thinks it's Mark
coat,
overcoat. Yeah.
Yes.
The trenchless, the beltless trench coat.
I like the beltless trench coat.
The beltless trench coat. That was invented by
I think it was Morty Seinfeld.
Morty Seinfeld.
Back in 1958.
So yeah, yes, right on Seinfeld, man.
So yeah, she's running out. I don't know why she decides to run out of the apartment.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, I think I would barricade myself in the apartment.
Yeah.
But she's looking down the stairs and she can see.
Yeah.
She can see the the trench coat coming up. But then who comes up the elevator but Richard, and then the guy in the trench coat comes out. It's a completely different person.
It's just a neighbor.
And the neighbor, he's going to the neighbor's house. The neighbor's like one of them really loose women. And
oh yeah. She's like, oh hello.
Like as soon as she gets the door, she's wrapping a leg around him.
She got a mini skirt on up to
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know. And
mini skirt up to the vagine.
Yeah, oh my god, dude! I found anyways, I'm not going.
What?
A new word for it from the last movie we just watched.
What did they call it? I don't remember.
The Joy Trail.
The Joy Trail?
Yeah, it was something new. I never heard that before. But anyway.
I don't know.
Let me
Joy
see.
Trail.
Woohoo! Of Austin Blackie. Oh, you're welcome. Hello, Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder, what's going on? Best channel ever. Everyone awesome in the chat. Good to see you guys. 36 in the hello, Connie Clary. Yes, thumbs up, bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Join the channel, everything else. Tracy hasn't been around. She's in a trip.
Where's she going?
She's going to Stargate. What is it? GateCon?
She went through a Stargate?
She went through a portal.
Do they got real Stargates there?
There's a real portal there.
How come in that Stargate TV show that I used to watch, everywhere they go looks like freaking Northern Canada?
Probably.
Well, because that's where they filmed it. But
yeah, I know.
You think they could dress it up a little bit?
You would think so.
I don't
know. Haven't seen any of the episodes of Stargate. To tell
you
the
didn't?
Truth. I've never seen it.
Oh,
no. Good? Not good? Okay.
The first series, especially, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
quality.
yeah.
I like it better than Next Generation.
What?
Oh, for God's sake!
Oh, that's right.
How can you watch that old Picard? How can you watch that old? They're still pimping him on these shows. Look at him.
Next Generation, because he was such a big icon, Captain Picard. Pick a card. He was in the Magic. And Sherlock Holmes.
I never seen him bang no aliens. Never seen him fight a Klingon with his bare hands.
Oh, he fought.
Yeah.
He was an intellectual. Kirk was the man with the fist.
We could do a whole show on this.
We could.
Maybe everybody's going to tell you Kirk was better.
Well, of course.
No one's going to give two rats asses when Patrick Stewart passes away.
I'm telling you, Scott Bakula
when Shatner
is
goes,
probably the best.
Oh. when the Shat goes, the world is going to stop. The mail won't be delivered that day.
Yeah.
Shit's going to happen.
Well, yeah. I mean, and I hope to God that we shoot him off in the same kind of coffin into space.
Like in Star Trek 2.
Yes. That's what we should do with...
Isn't that like what every character in Star Trek's done? Had their ashes blasted into space? Scotty did. Uhura just did.
Yes.
I
think... Well, there's got to be something special with Kirk.
Did Nimoy? I don't know if Nimoy did.
I don't remember.
Someone might know.
Special.
It would be and I'm all for it, man. Yeah. If you pass around a paper that says chip in a buck, send the Shat into space, I'll sign it. I'll chip in $1. I mean,
I would.
everybody would chip in $1.
I would love his body to stay in like a coffin, like shaped like that,
Yeah.
and rotate around the Earth. Now, don't shoot him off into space.
Oh, let him
Just
orbit the Earth.
Orbit the Earth.
Oh,
like
but
a
what if
satellite.
something happened to him?
Well, that's true. No, shoot. Well, yeah, shoot him out there.
All right.
Give him some speed.
Send
Like
him-
Voyager. 50 years from now, they can say Shatner has just passed Pluto.
Man.
You know, I mean,
Shat.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's
you know?
yeah, exactly. See, look how
Oh.
excited you think anybody's gonna get that excited
Oh,
for
my
Patrick
God.
Stewart?
Oh, we lost them all. Oh boy.
No, what? They all left when we started.
Oh,
See, as
I
soon
am
as
so-
you bring up Picard, everybody takes off.
I am so glad somebody said something about Picard. Kirk over Picard. Maybe acted. What's acted? What's going on with the keypads? Did you guys see the new Killer Clowns from Outer Space game? We just talked about that.
Yeah,
for
we
a
were talking
moment.
about that. Saw the game's coming out.
Not sure.
One of you guys get on the horn and get Nintendo to put that out because I'm a Nintendo man. I'm not a big gamer, but I'm a Nintendo fan.
Yes, you are. You're old school, Nintendo, Mario.
Yes.
And I get it, 100%.
I'll buy a new
Okay.
Nintendo system just to play Mario
So
Kart.
let's get to where the what's coming up here. The cult's coming up soon because Mary takes her out for the day, right?
Yeah, but before that, we do have to mention that scene between Richard and Barbara.
Oh,
Richard goes to see Barbara
yes.
and is
Barbara.
talking about,
Yeah.
you should. He's ticked off that he took her to one of these head shrinkers and she's not thinking nothing. She's getting all undressed in the other room, purposely standing in the mirror.
Oh yeah, little nude, like topless.
Don't
shot
you love when
over-
women do that? They do that on purpose.
The doors open, the mirror's pointed towards.
I know.
Has that ever happened? I don't know.
It happens to
Anyway.
me all the time.
Does it really? Yeah.
Well, look where I work, dude.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that.
I
But,
mean, you wouldn't believe
know.
what 70-year-old ladies will say
Oh
sometimes.
Jesus Christ! Oh,
They're nasty.
ay, ay, ay.
I got to
Hey,
give the lady an insulin shot in her belly, and I mistakenly said, "Show me what you got." Whoo! It all goes up. I go, "I meant the belly."
Oh my God.
That was a rookie mistake way back when.
Anyways, yeah. So 7 years, and we still can't hit 50
50 what?
live viewers.
Well, that's
on our-
because you're not just sitting there staring at the screen and just reading everybody's comments.
And I need to be more like. I'm going to start doing some
Yeah.
videos like that.
I think you have to dumb it down,
I guess.
or at least dumb yourself down.
Love
Just-
you guys in the chat.
We're being facetious.
much. Yes.
He's the one who works hard on this every week. I just come over
No,
and
I like.
I lose us subscribers every week.
Anyways, so yes, and what's going to happen next is that Mary takes her out, and she tells her, "Hey, I know."
Well, they're
of a
talking
way
about
that-"
they're talking. She's talking about her nightmares and
Yeah.
stuff. And go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, just yeah. I think you probably know it a little bit better.
I wonder if this is the Rocky Horror Picture Show castle.
No.
Damn it! Because you can always tell that castle's even been used in some Hammer movies too. It's you can always tell by that statue of Scooby Doo on acid. That's right outside that.
I don't think that's the castle.
No, it's not. But it's out there in
Listen,
England somewhere.
yeah.
But she says, I've got something that might help you, with all your problems. Have you ever heard of a black mass? Be like, uh-oh.
Yes.
No,
I've heard
tell
it.
me more.
Yeah.
You big dummy. You big dummy.
And she,
And she agrees to go.
she does.
She seemed a little reluctant at first, but oh no, it's swell fun. We have bake sales and shit. And
We have pie sales. Next week we'll be making apple pie.
come tonight, we're gonna have punch and pie.
But Jane, very naive, but
Yeah.
also in a state of this
Kind of
hyster-
desperation, like you said.
Yeah, that she's in. Kind of says right away that yes, take me. No, and she goes, okay, well, I'll take you tomorrow or something like that. And she
Yeah.
goes, no, take me now.
Take me now.
I've got time.
So of
Take me
course
now."
it's in a old Gothic mansion on the countryside.
And she, when they pull up there, and I love all the cars. They're just these tiny little.
Yeah, it's
box
like
cars
eyes
where
wide shut kind of shit.
I could punch those cars
Mm-hmm.
to death. I'm gonna get in a fight with one of those old cars and beat the hell out of it.
You do what you
But
gotta
seriously, they're made out of like the leftover aluminum wrappers.
Like those little
from the
Mr.
candy
Bean
bars
cars?
back in it. Yeah,
That's like Coopers. My sister drives a Cooper. Did you know that? She drives a Cooper.
But they're built a little different than these things. These things, I think.
I just had to go for a ride in one time. I go, I just got to be in one of these things to see what it's like. I mean,
they're pretty cool.
Squeezing my fat ass in one of those things. Like if I had to climb in this thing every day, I'd kill myself.
Did you have to oil up around the?
I had to grease myself up with margarine.
Yeah. You're gonna have to get naked, and we're gonna have to butter you up.
Yeah, it was butter, not margarine. I don't use margarine.
No, but you need real butter with.
Margarine is only like a few molecules away from plastic. I think.
Oh yeah, I know.
You take margarine to a picnic, flies don't light on it. I mean, nothing will go near it.
Key to pushing you in the car is butter with some sea salt.
Sea salt.
Well, it'll cut you up a little bit,
Yeah. Oh, I guess. Oh, got some sensation, all right.
But no, you can. I want to just punch the hell out of one of those cars and see if I can get to the engine.
Okay.
Well, one of these days, we'll do it live, like
I'll do a live stream.
Live report.
That might get more than that might get you 50 people.
Well, maybe.
You know what the problem is? We don't have any hot chicks on this show.
I've been saying that for 7 years. You know what I mean? Same thing for 7 years.
I told him a long time ago he should do this background blue screen and just have
naked women,
pole dancers, chicks on poles, shaking back there.
We'd
be the most popular GD show on YouTube. Just find some video of just.
Though we might have to stick a guy up there somewhere.
No, chicks. Chicks bring the money.
Okay. Anyways. Because
even chicks like to look at chicks. No one wants to see some guy schlong.
Well, that's true.
Flapping around.
The woman's body is
inevitably
a work of art.
If you ever go to a movie, and there's a scene of full frontal male nudity, what does everyone in the theater do?
They go, oh.
They all laugh.
Oh, they do that.
All right, you go see Life of Brian in the movie theater.
Well,
that scene in 28 Days, whatever, when the guy's laying in the hospital and he's butt naked. Everybody laughs. You know why they laugh? Because we look ridiculous.
Well, we do.
What the hell is that thing?
Well, and if these shoots have got to be cold, so
there you go.
You get a little bit.
There's shrinkage,
and you get some shrinkage,
significant shrinkage.
You know, when it might be better looking when it's warm out and it's all just out.
Oh, that might make it worse. I don't know.
But the cold shrinks it all up into this little prune type thing.
That's.
Which
is what it looks like most of the time.
I don't have that problem, but
of course,
even when it's cold out, it's anyways.
But you said you like to tuck yours between your legs a lot.
Well,
of times.
You
like to do that little Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, thing. It's to get in front of the mirror and pretend you're.
I do that to get my wife in the mood, though.
It's interesting, but
I'll send her little videos of me putting on lip gloss. Oh fuck.
Do you still got that whale in the basement? You still and you got the whale in the basement still, right?
Yeah. For those,
because you guys used to role play where like you would keep her in there like overnight.
Yep,
she loved it.
She did.
It was.
I told her
it was hard to find the right kind of poodle because it would. Most of them wouldn't bark.
No.
But you did find one that eventually kept yapping and yapping.
Had to go through a lot of them.
Get that dog out of here. Anyways, those were good times, huh?
Good times.
Yeah,
good times.
So they get to the castle.
We're at the Black Mass.
And they get there, the cars pull in, and you immediately get shot to the scene of these.
Do you see the caliber of people that are in this cult?
Oh, they must have got.
They
went to some alley in London and with the sheets and the tents.
Yeah, they went to a homeless village. These people.
They got as many people as they can. They said, you can just wear a robe.
That's
and
right.
Sway back and forth.
There's this one broad that looks like she doesn't have a hairbrush and a mirror in the same room in her house.
Yeah.
Everybody's just ass ugly. And I'd be thinking to myself, I want a better looking cult. No, thank you. And then when the leader shows up with this little friggin', those little nails you used to get in the 70s when you're a kid, those little witch nails you could put on. That's what he's got on his hand. But not on every finger, just a couple of fingers.
He had them going like that. And he's standing in front with his back to her. And
they do some lame little animal sacrifice. And, they make her drink the blood. And don't they kill somebody too? because how this cult works is if you want to get out, you have to bring somebody new in, and then you get killed, and you're free.
Yes.
So
evidently
Mary
yes.
is the person who wants to get out. She brought Jane.
Yes.
And Mary gets killed. Dead.
Yes. And that's a part of the movie.
What if you just didn't show up? Do they come knocking on your door or something? Hey, you missed the last bake sale. I mean,
they're chasing Jane all around the place, the city. They're all around the vacant city where there's no pedestrians.
No cops, no nothing.
No bikers, no mothers walking carriages, or there's nothing. There's no squirrels.
No squirrels.
There's no squirrels. You notice that?
It's England. Do they have squirrels? They have rats. Same thing.
They have squirrels everywhere, man. Let me look at the chat real quick, and I'm sure you guys are just talking among yourself. Let me and
why are we bothering to talk then if they're not talking?
Me and Ted just chat away, but
I got shit to do.
Chris W says no, pole dancers, but flappers or those French dancers with the skirts would be entertaining. Okay.
It's also the sound that my schlong makes when it hits my leg. Flap, 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 flap.
WWM, yeah, women's bodies are works of art.
See, everybody wants pole dancers.
Men's bodies are not so much.
That's right.
I agree with you 100%.
See, we were made out of dirt. Women were made out of a rib. If you want to believe that story.
Yeah.
Seems a little odd, but hey, a rib. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
So
but anyway, so
if you put
Mary,
this up here, we're at box office, man.
Box office, go!
Get all this shit out of here.
What's that show with
all this
strippers
shit
in the back? Anyways,
that's right.
So listen, yes, this is the part of the movie that I'm like, this is
like horror and hose. But we'll change the name to horror and hose, the horror and hose show.
The late horror.
Horror hose.
Anyways, moving on. Mary.
I was getting excited.
Mary, having to die for
she did.
Jane is just the most ridiculous thing.
But she wanted to, man. She's free.
She's free from this.
From what?
Well, this hellish place that they're in.
I don't know. Everybody there seems to like
London.
They like to do well. Okay.
But
they're in this London dungeon, just swaying.
I would be so depressed. I would be just like, get me out of here. Get me to New York.
Get me to New York.
I mean, somewhere.
But then it just continues more.
We need people.
Like you said, this little middle section, like she and Richard, go to dinner.
Ginger says, LOL, Ted's going to get you in trouble, Dino.
Why? What am I going to get
Talking about strippers? Adam for Christ. Hello, everyone. What's going on, Adam? Good to see you. Mary was burnt out.
She was burnt out, man.
Well, and
too much dog blood.
And Jane had to kill her.
Well, I think she ran into the knife. They had Jane holding the knife.
And they kind of pushed.
Yeah,
there was a kind of push. So again,
she didn't just fuck you.
Yeah, kind of making it seem like again, is she dreaming this? Because the next thing,
right,
is
because they're like all right. Yeah, well, they're all macking on her.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yes, the guy comes down and starts kissing her with blood in his.
Oh, every time they show this guy, I forgot his name. He's got blood on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's the whatever.
Yeah, she's macking with all the guys, lesing with all the girls, and she's loving it.
They're all kissing Jane, and
Oh, and they give her a tattoo. We don't get to see that, but they mark her with the all-seeing eye. That's what I should have got.
Strange symbol, yeah. You should have got the tattoo from
this.
Right.
Yeah, I should have got that tattoo.
Hey, can you give me all colors?
Give me all the colors of the dark tattoo.
What the hell are you talking about, buddy? All the colors of the dark. What is that?
Come on, man, just do it.
What a name for a movie, too. I think it's just a great name for a movie.
Well, even the other ones, The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward. I mean, where are these titles coming from?
Well, and all the Italian Giallo films, Gialli, has.
I know, the bird with the crystal plumage.
Have great names.
How'd we get lucky with just like deep red?
In the altar, right? Or Suspiria.
Yeah.
Well, Dario said, I'm going to make this simple. One word, make it cool. Well, although Suspiria and Deep Red, I think, are the only shorter films. Suspiria is the only one. Tenebrae. Which was another. Tenebrae.
So they go out to lunch.
Yeah.
After this Black Mass, her and Richard, they're going to have themselves a day.
Have you ever seen the New York Ripper?
Nah.
It's a good movie,
It's
man. I think you'd like that.
One of these years. I
Maniac?
Nah.
Oh, I think you'd
I
like
typically don't like movies where it's just people being mean to people. There's usually got to be some kind of supernatural thing going on for me to actually enjoy
Yeah,
it.
you know what? Okay, I take that back. Yeah.
Not so. I mean, I'll watch anything for the show or
But
whatever.
they're slashers.
But like for
so-
my, own enjoyment, my personal enjoyment,
Right.
I usually, like some sort of supernatural element to it, some kind of monster,
Exactly.
something.
Exactly.
Because there's enough bad stuff in the world as it is.
So yeah, so they're all necking her up and all that.
Right.
But she ends up just going back to the apartment, right?
Mhm.
Like waking up there.
Yeah, it's like next day.
And actually they show her making love to
Oh yeah,
Richard.
making love.
So after
down by the fire.
This, she went home and she was making love. I think to kind of throw you off with the dream state kind
Maybe.
of thing, because
Maybe.
it transitioned from one scene of that satanic priest on top
Yeah.
of her to Richard on top of her, and you're like going, oh, maybe
Right.
she's thinking, just dreaming that.
And then he takes off work the next day. They're going to go have a day together, go to lunch. He goes to make a phone
They
call.
go eat some food.
And then she thinks that dude's following her again. That same dude.
Well, he's appearing everywhere throughout.
He's
the movie,
everywhere.
But that's the one scene in the movie when they go out to dinner at
Uh-huh.
the restaurant where you actually see people.
Yes.
So Sergio probably
That was just
said,
the crew.
Sergio said probably, we need people in seats.
Hey, everybody,
here.
sit down.
All Italian restaurants.
They were actually on their lunch break, and they shot one little.
He goes,
scene.
oh yeah. He goes, a Jane.
I got an idea.
You sit here.
I got what do you call inspiration?
Yeah.
He meant
is that right to do the
perspiration.
accent?
I don't know. Are we allowed to do that?
I think we can.
Are we culturally inappropriate?
No, I think we're allowed to.
All right. for God's sake.
Scubacia.
That's the last thing we want to be accused of.
Especially, I'm Italian, so I can.
He's Italian.
So, my name's Dino. I'm Italian. Gobaccia.
He's got an Italian middle name too, but I won't tell you what it
Gotcha.
is.
Yeah.
It's not Salvatore, though.
No, it's not.
but yeah,
Salvatore.
she
No.
runs off
She does run
because she
off
can't
very
find
quickly.
Richard anywhere. She just runs all the way home or gets a cab, whatever. I can't
She's
remember.
scared. She's scared.
And
Yeah, because there was no telephone in the restaurant.
right, it was out of order.
Yeah, and there was none anywhere around
Yep.
out in the alley. There was nobody there. No squirrels. No dogs.
squirrels. So when she gets home,
There were no wild dogs in the city.
no wild dogs. Not like in Tenebra. Well, actually, there is one wild dog. We do get a wild dog later on, because she gets bit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And she finds this is where we're supposed to. I guess the movie deflects, and we get some. We start thinking about Richard, and because she sees a book on magic and the occult on his desk.
It's a different Superman tank top.
Oh yes, I didn't wear the beat up one. I have like 2 or 3.
He's got.
And,
This isn't the worst one.
no,
This is a better one.
This is not the one that everyone's talking about.
Yeah, this isn't the infamous.
I was in a hurry, so
Yeah,
I didn't.
I
That
know.
one I actually have to be careful when I put it on
because it's
because
going.
it's getting really thin and tears easy.
It's yeah.
I got to be careful.
If you put it on the wrong way, the whole back's going to tear off.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Oh,
So-
pardon me.
But man, love all you guys being in the chat. We're coming up to the towards the end of the film here. and stuff,
We've
but-
decided it's the end of the movie.
Oh no, we got plenty to go, I think. But we're on the back third. Is
Mhm.
what we're at.
So Richard finally gets back to the apartment,
He does,
and where were you? What the hell? You just
Yeah.
left me. You stiffed me. You
He's-
stiffed me with the
he's-
check.
and he slapped her like 3 times in
What?
the left cheek.
He would never.
Remember, he took her over his lap.
Not in the movie
And
I watched.
He went,
On
"This is for leaving the restaurant."
Oh, on the
Richard said.
booty.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's okay.
And then he
But I like to use a car antenna.
and he
when I
told
do
her to
it.
sit there, and he went in there and got that spatula that she was cooking the eggs and the bacon with.
Yeah.
And-
Okay, a spatula will work good. Cover
And the
bigger surface
and
area.
the spray bottle water,
Make it sting a little bit.
and he sprayed her bottom. I mean, it was just like a pull down of it. It wasn't gratuitous or nothing like that.
Mhm.
And then 3 whips, and you could see the little holes because it was one of the old 1970s like spatulas.
Mhm.
I still see them at Goodwill sometimes.
If you ever come across a Whopper chopper,
think
pick it
like
up.
Whopper chopper.
I need a Whopper chopper.
I need a Whopper chopper. They're giving the Whopper. That was Sanford and Son,
Yep,
by the way.
Whopper chopper.
The Whopper chopper. I'll take 260. Bubba was smart though. I don't know, Fred. But yeah,
I just watched one the other day where they're on the Gong Show. I forgot all about that. There was an episode.
Oh, geez,
that was a Gong Show episode.
Yes,
I forgot all about that one.
Where Lamont tap dances.
Chucky baby.
Yeah. And Fred's sister.
As soon as Fred goes out there, he grabs all the gong mallets away.
And that was all improvised too.
Probably. Oh yeah. It was Fred's sister's husband. Yeah, it was supposed to Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney, who stole.
Who's the white guy? And it just irks Fred to no end.
Yeah, because his sister, married him. Anyways, oh God, where were we?
Oh well, she confronts Richard about, hey, what's this book here?
Oh yeah,
and he's
beating on the butt. But okay, we can move past that.
He's like, hey, I just bought it at a used bookstore.
Yeah.
Then I think the next day they go to another cult meeting. She goes back to it again. That's actually where Mary is killed in that.
Another cult meeting.
But
Ted says
it's like she goes back. That's what gets me. Okay,
but
she
it's
goes
not so
back.
much a meeting as it is a ceremony.
How often do they do this?
As often as they can.
I mean, God, even Catholics only go to church once a week. Usually.
You got to keep people around, so you can't, be sacrificing every day.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you're going to start running out of animals.
Yeah, we got to free. Yeah,
everybody's pets are gone.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, I gave you all the animals I had.
Yeah, no, it was a sad part of the movie there, but anyways,
I just watched this
the Ronco Whopper Chopper. That's right, yes. Rich Cat Ranch. Oh boy, hey Peter, what's going on? He's getting you back for flipping him off earlier this week, Ginger. Whoever that is. Remember the $1.98 beauty show with Aunt Esta? Where I liked when Aunt Esta did with Fred Sanford that beauty show, but for the portion of the show where they did was that a different one? Was that Mrs. Watts?
There was one.
There was a beauty pageant one.
And I saw it not that long ago because I've been watching them all again.
Are they the same one? The beauty pageant and the Miss Watts pageant? Either way,
it might be the same because it was for the neighborhood, I think.
Yeah,
the businessmen.
Yeah, okay,
the businessmen in the neighborhood.
Because Fred Sanford and
Woody has the hardware store.
Yeah, they go up there and they start singing a duet, and
yep, it's that one.
And that was just
because it was like.
And back to the movie. So yes,
back to the movie.
Back to the having another ceremony and this
right. And so she's in there, but when
the first one didn't work, so
whatever. The first one didn't work.
They got you are ours now. You are ours.
But it's the second ceremony. I misspoke where Mary is killed, and Jane will just find herself in a field. Whatever, the same thing happens. They start macking and all that again.
Yeah.
I don't know why they get all down on her, man. But I mean, I can't blame them.
Well, I mean, satanic cults. I mean, it's all about the sexual.
Is that how it was when you went?
Stuff. It's very deep, Ted. Let's not bring it to the surface.
All right, fine.
Connie Cleary with a $4.99 super chat. Woo! She says, "Thank you." Thank you.
Despite all the work I'm trying to do, you're still getting some money.
Thank you, Connie. Much love to you. I appreciate it.
There's my pay.
Pretty sure
I'm eating tonight.
Pretty sure you've said it at least 3 times since I joined the stream, Ginger. What's that? I know you see me talking about the sign. I don't see you talking about you guys. I'm not turning on the sign. They want it just. Ted, it just flashes and it's.
Look what you guys made him do.
Now the sign's down.
There we go. Now you all can talk about something else.
Okay, it fell off and I'm not standing up and putting it back. So thanks, Ginger. No, I'm joking. I can't put it up right now though. Those nails are too small, and I'd be standing back there with my ass shown to you because I'm not wearing no pants. I don't got no pants on. I told you when I came here.
I know.
The gas is so bad tonight that I'm just not even putting anything on.
I know. And
it's like a locker room.
They've probably heard it a few times on the microphone.
It's like a locker room down here. So, I don't care very much.
Then I'll just put my arms up and
Oh, no. Cody Ray, what's going on, man? in spite of Ted's efforts, we still loves Dino.
I don't know. Damn.
Okay. Anyways, okay. So continue.
I'm gonna start doing it every day now.
Damn sign now.
See?
It's also bare up above my head now.
Oh, yeah.
It's bare up above my head.
See, but that'd be the perfect spot to put the pole.
Yeah, it would be. What else
Maybe
can I put there?
one of the people in the chat that live not too far away could come in, one of the females, and dance on the pole the whole show.
Okay, let's
You
move
can't
on.
talk,
Let's
you
move
could-
on. Okay, so where do we go after she's in the field? She ends up back at the.
Well, Mark shows up, man.
Yeah.
This guy from her dreams, this
Oh,
guy that
that's-
evidently is real and a
the
part of this
dreams,
cult.
Yeah.
He takes her. They show her, Mary's body.
Yeah.
They explain to her how this is how you
Butcher a
free
calf.
yourself.
They show her how to butcher a
Yeah.
calf.
Butcher a calf.
And she goes, no.
This is how they free themselves
Did
from
I
all
do a
their
good
worldly pain.
did I do
You
a
sounded
good
just like
female
her.
Italian Jane?
No, no,
This is too much for me.
it was. Too
Anyways,
much. Ow! Just put
Oh.
a hangnail right off. Ow!
Jeez, you can't do that.
I know.
That'll
Ow!
hurt.
Yeah. So so she knows that this whole cult thing's real.
Dino's pants are apparently in toxic waste can on the shelf next to him. Yeah, they're right here soaking up. Yeah. I've got the underwear in there. Is what
So
I
now
got.
this guy's real.
I'm
this-
wearing my Spider-Man underoos.
Underoos.
Which
are
I had
fun to
Scooby-Doo
wear.
underoos. when
I
was
had Superman, Spider-Man, and Darth Vader.
more
The
than
Darth
me.
Vader one was just a T-shirt with
Only
Darth
one I
Vader on it.
remember is Scooby-Doo.
My favorite one was the Spider-Man one because when
Okay.
I had that shirt on, I
Yeah.
could pretend I was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That was my first Halloween costume, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The old one that came in the box,
Yes.
the vinyl
box,
one,
the-
and
the big old box.
Mhm.
Yes.
where the
Love
suit
those.
didn't actually look like Spider-Man's suit at all. It was like bright orange and had a
Right.
fuzzy spider on it. The mask looked cool.
The
But
masks were cool and retro, but
Mhm.
the outfits themselves.
the thing was, you went to a
kinda-
store and there was just like a row of them. Like there's so
Oh, it
many
was
different
like what?
kinds.
Over here, it was like Kmart, Gold Circle. Those were the two. Woolworths had them.
Mm-hmm.
We had a place called Silverman's.
I remember Silverman's.
They would have some too, but yeah, no. Anyways, so yeah, I keep
Back in my
skipping it.
action figure hunting days, I didn't even go to Silverman's and look.
No.
Never had anything. But you'd hear some rumor before the internet was around that Silverman's got a shipment of Power of the Force figures or something. Maybe I can find that figure I need.
Silverman's.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Friggin'
so
Silverman's.
what happens is Jane goes back to the. She's scared for her life. So
cracking up, man.
She calls the psychiatrist, Dr. Berton,
Oh, sorry, man.
Dr. Berton,
Bertone.
and he goes, "Oh, I'll be right there for you because I love you."
Damn
and he
right.
takes her to his villa,
He's got a special place up in the country
special
where
place where
he could take
he takes guests,
patients that are having
patients
breakdowns, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, and he takes them to a mean-looking old man. that's
Yeah,
just
boy, they ain't
bitter.
nice, are they?
The bitter old man.
And his-
Ring any bells, people?
Bitter old man.
And the maid, and they have her there,
Yeah,
but immediately they show that Mark guy, the killer,
right.
outside looking at her. What
right.
did he do?
He must have
He's-
found him, and her sister knows that she's going
He's
to
the
it.
devil.
but-
He knows where everybody is.
I guess so. He's omnipotent.
He's
Omnipotent.
yes, he is. He's nippling.
Well, I mean,
He's
I
got
don't
nipple-
know if he's
he's got
impotent or
nipple-
not, but
He's nipple implants.
oh, maybe.
You said
I
nipple.
don't know.
You said he's nipplins.
Nipplins.
But he's there.
I'm surprised I said that word correctly. That's one of those ones I usually get wrong.
Omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
That's a word, right?
Right. Oh, I want to make sure that we.
yes. Let's clear.
Again,
this. Let's clear it. Classify.
They throw
this.
some shade on
Clarify it.
Richard because the doctor doesn't want him to know
Richard Gere's in this.
where. No. Don't want him to know where Jane's at because he says I don't trust him.
He did a lot of Italian horror, didn't he?
Who's that?
Richard Gere.
I don't know that I've ever seen a movie with him in it.
Oh. Well, anyways, okay.
Like I've never even seen Pretty Woman
So
because I don't like Julia Roberts because she has more teeth than normal people and
well,
it's
it's
just
not
it's
that.
odd looking.
She laughs for a minute like 60 seconds straight every
Yeah,
time.
it's just something. I mean,
Okay, so back to Richard.
she's got about 67 teeth, and when she smiles, you
I
see
get
them
it.
all.
She's got a lot of teeth.
Well, I can't talk about what I want to talk
Richard,
about, huh?
Well, if you want to. I think that's I think most of the population knows that, right? It's that and the long laugh. So what about Richard? Vincent White, $2 super chat. I'm really late. Howdy. Good to see you, Vincent White. Good to see you. Good to know you.
Does anybody ever pay you in foreign money?
Every now and then, yeah.
You get like some pounds or some yen or something like that?
Yes. There's lots of people from Canada who are in here and will do their Canadian pounds and stuff like that. Looks a little different.
Pretty
Anybody
interesting.
from Canada does give us super chat, so Ted can see how it looks.
Yeah, give us.
He would love
Cough up some cash so I can see what it looks like.
He would love to see how the $50 super chat looks because it's all pink and bright.
Especially that one.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Looks lovely. The Julia Roberts smile used to scare me.
Still does.
You know what? I have to say, though.
Oh, we're back on her.
In her defense, though,
there's no defense.
You shut up a second.
Yes, sir.
There's something about her, to me, that I think is just cute. Okay, and now we'll move on. But there's just something there. How do you think she got as far as she did in her career? Okay,
you want me to tell you how she got so far?
Okay, shush. Go on. Let's go. Let's go. What's going on?
Didn't she get her career started with Weinstein?
She's at the villa.
She wakes up in the morning. The resort. Wakes up in the morning. Them people look like they're sitting there at the breakfast table reading the paper. They did.
Whoever killed them must have set them properly so that they wouldn't fall over and they looked like they were actually doing stuff.
Why do these
the old
people
lady
just
was holding the paper
keep
up.
fucking with her?
Yeah. Well,
why would you fuck with this nice lady?
I know Jane doesn't deserve it after everything she went through.
But I've met some Satanists and they were nice.
Well, I mean, it depends what area you.
I guess there's a jerk everywhere.
Depends what area you run into.
There's always one.
But like around here in Northeast Ohio, I mean, there's pretty nice ones. They're
everybody around here is pretty nice mostly,
for the most part. But yeah, what do I know? I've always thought that young Martha Ray was a hottie. Well, there you go. Hey, never understood the appeal of Sarah Jessica.
I don't think there is any appeal.
RTN Dennis.
Horseface is actually what I call it.
I love you. Sarah Jessica Parker, listen. You know what?
Someone told her the joke one time, why the long face?
I'm not even going. But you know what? Sarah Jessica Parker, she's
ugly.
Okay, I'm not even. Continue on. We got to get to the end of this.
I forget. Dino likes ugly chicks.
9:12. Far from it. But anyways,
do you like Sarah Jessica Parker?
No. She's got a very beautiful body. She's in shape. She keeps her. But the face, I know. I get what everybody's saying.
So when you watch her in something, you just watch from the neck down.
Like when I watched the Sex and the City episode.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You watched that show?
Yes. Samantha was a hottie. Samantha.
You watched that show.
Samantha.
Anyway, you're not the target audience for that show.
Ted,
I didn't watch it.
We got the end of this. So she's at that resort spa and hot springs area, right? Isn't that what it's called?
For sure.
Dr. Burton's Hot Springs. Isn't that what it's called? Dr. Burton's Burton's.
Burton.
Dr. Burton's. The Ginger says, LOL, these guys are gold. You're gold, Jerry, the gold. Hey, why do they call it Ovaltine?
I mean, he knows their characters' names and
why do they?
Jesus Christ!
Why do they call it Ovaltine? Because the jar is round.
I couldn't tell you their names.
Why don't they call it Round Team? Listen, we all got a show that we watch.
I don't.
That somebody goes, what the hell?
No.
No. I'll find one on you. Yes, I've watched every episode of Sex and the City.
The only thing I watch that my wife gets annoyed with is I like to watch the joy of painting with Bob Ross just because I find it relaxing.
Well, I give you that one.
Okay.
I give you that one.
But I mean, that's I'm studying in case I ever want to learn how to paint.
Oh my God. Square pegs. Next show just needs to be there. 2 shooting the breeze. No movie review at all.
Yeah, like we're talking about these movies. It's getting in the way of all the good shit.
We can do a shooting the breeze story.
I got stories to fill multiple shows.
Oh God. Anyway,
lots of shit has happened.
Listen, I've said for 7 years now,
Ted's Tales,
that all of the shows, the past shows and everything from the very beginning, me and Ted have been doing this every week for 7 years, just about. And we do like 2-hour shows.
They're still talking about it. I see someone mentioning Flight of the Navigator. Jesus
and listen,
Christ.
There are times in the middle of the shows, towards the end, that are just gold, and we just.
I did not watch Love Boat. All right, I don't know who that is. I don't watch that show.
I watched some Love Boat.
The only time I have ever watched Love Boat
is nostalgic.
Is when I was pulled off my unit as a
Baio
nurse,
was on there,
and I had to sit with a patient because it was a guy and they were violent.
Yeah, and
this old dude insisted on watching. He watched Me TV all day, and I think Love Boat was on for like 6 hours, and every episode was the same, just different people.
Well, Pluto has an all Love Boat channel.
I know they have show channels.
Yeah, Love Boat's one.
I wouldn't watch that one.
Love Boat was it had all the stars from the 70s.
I know what it had, but it don't mean it was good.
Okay, we gotta finish up this.
Why? What do you got to do?
I got a stream to go.
All right, fuck it. Movie's over.
No. No, listen. At like 9:30, I end it usually. So
all right. So whether we're done or not, it's over.
I get. Well, no. Come on, we're finished.
No, we're pretty much done.
I mean.
Where did we leave off? The caretakers of this house of Dr. Burton's are murdered.
Yes, they're dead. Okay, so
and this dude Mark is the one who did it. He's busted into the house.
Yes.
And
he's chasing her around.
Yep.
He's running after her like Tag. He's going, "You're it."
Right. So
that's what he's doing.
Richard trying to find out. He suspects
Richard Dreyfuss is in this.
This is the reason we're going to go past 9:30.
Okay, shoot.
No.
Okay. No, he was in The Goodbye Girl. I love that movie.
I never saw that one. I didn't follow Richard Dreyfuss's career exclusively.
Yeah, that was a Goodbye Girl's a fantastic movie. Anyways, I like the wallpaper in there. It's very reminiscent of Suspiria.
Sorry, I'm just looking at all the shows they're talking about that are on Me TV. I see Love Boat, Laverne and Shirley.
Rich Cat Ranch. It's okay, Ted. We won't think badly if you did watch Love Boat.
I didn't.
I did. Laverne and Shirley's great one.
No, I watched Laverne and Shirley.
Happy Days.
Happy Days. Mork and Mindy. I watched.
RTN says depending on who the guest was and which swimsuit.
Was Vincent Price ever
which swimsuit they were in?
Was Vincent Price ever a guest on Love Boat?
Was Vincent Price?
Because I would watch that episode.
He may have been.
He was on all those kinds of shows.
I think Vincent Price was on it. I could remember. I think.
Well, if he was, then someone for sure gets killed.
Okay, we for sure need to get to the end.
Was he on Fantasy Island? I never really watched Fantasy Island either.
I can't remember. That's one I haven't visited.
Because that was another one that had guest stars on it too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Thought so.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so she escapes Mark and gets home somehow, right?
Well, not so much gets home. Richard suspects when
Richard's a suspect now.
Suspects that when Jane hasn't come home, that she may have gone to that doctor's.
Jane, you ignorant.
And so
slut.
after he calls to say, "Hey, I can't find her."
I could say that.
Remember the doctor saying you're
saying
what? Jane? Janet? Oh, Jane.
Jane, you ignorant slut. Remember it?
I remember it. I don't know if they
Chevy Chase would say that to Jane Curtin all the time. So anyways, go on.
And when he called, I love how the doctor says, "Well, I wouldn't worry about it right now." Sure, this guy's stalking her, chasing her around. She's going to satanic cult meetings. He wouldn't worry about it.
He said, I'll be right there.
Right.
He's going to.
So he follows the doctor and finds out where she's at. You know, it's sort of like a get there in the nick of time kind of thing.
Just in the nick of time.
Just in the nick of time.
Missed it by
You missed it by 5
Okay.
minutes. And then what ends up happening is
What's happening?
her sister gets exposed as part of this cult as well because she's got the tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, he makes a comment. You know, you shouldn't have undressed in front of me,
Barbara.
because he knows Jane's
And
got
that's
the
the
tattoo.
thing.
Barbara's got the tattoo.
Richard gets her.
Yep. But yet they say in the movie
But
that
why
it was
Richard kill her? Go ahead.
because man, because he knows something.
But he's not the killer.
Before
but Richard...
before he called the doctor, remember, he was going into the apartment building and someone gave him a letter.
Yeah.
The mailman gave him a letter. And he read that letter.
man.
We didn't
Give
get to
me
find
a
out what was
letter.
in that letter till the end.
Yes.
And what this letter
It's
says,
such a surprise.
it's from that lawyer from way back earlier in the movie
Yes.
that we all forgot about.
Right.
And what that letter says is that this dream that she has, I think it's involving her mother and the murder of her mother. What was it? I think the dude who killed their mother
Yes.
died, and maybe to make up for it, left the girls in his will. And it's something
Right.
like, I forget. It's a good chunk of change, like 300,000 pounds or something.
600,000
600,000 pounds, baby.
And she goes, if my sister would have died,
to split.
would I have gotten her?
Yeah, she would have got the whole kit and caboodle. So that's what she was trying to do. All these machinations were to get her out of the way so that she could get that dough. Because she got one of those letters too.
Yeah.
All right. But for anything to happen,
Sad
they
state
needed
of
Jane
affairs.
to sign off on it. They find out that all these people in this cult, the cops are now involved. They got all these people. They know this.
Jane's Addiction was a good band.
They had a few good songs.
They did
They had some good songs.
So they weren't that great of a band.
I don't know. That wasn't really the kind of thing I listened to back in the day.
Let's say they had a couple good songs.
If you say so, I'll say so.
So Jane's there, and
I can think of a few I like.
All the police come because technically Richard goes up the stairway because the elevator wasn't going up, right? Is this where we're at?
This is crazy, I think, because
this is off the hook.
No, because listen,
crazy.
Okay, because the cops, they identify all these people,
Yeah.
and the leader of the cult, he's a regular at the local loony bins.
Wait till you hear this.
They'll find him.
Yeah.
So they're back at her.
This is great.
So we get the scene. They go back to the apartment. The elevator's not working, so someone must have left the door open.
Wait till you hear
So
this.
instead of just taking the stairs together, wait, I'll go all the way up there.
Oh,
close the door so the elevator can come back down.
Hold on a second.
But when he goes up there, there's a little brouhaha.
Yeah.
And
the brouhaha
is
taking place.
Mark killing Richard,
there we
stabbing
go.
him.
Yes.
So
so there. That's yes. It's a very climactic scene.
But he didn't really stab him because she sort of had that vision. She had like a sort of a vision of it happening before it happened.
Yes.
She tells him
Which
that.
was quite odd.
And so when that scene does actually happen again,
it wasn't odd. It was like
she tells him, "I've lived this moment before. Don't go up there."
Yes.
And so the tables can get turned and Mark's out of the way.
And that happens in a lot of card what do they call it? Casinos,
I guess.
When they don't want the coppers to see them, the cards get turned.
The cards get turned.
The card tables.
So apart from just Mark being there too, this cult leader's there.
Hey! Dave Flufay has showed up.
Finally, turns into a rooftop chase.
What a surprise! Another Giallo film.
Yep.
I'm going through them.
Richard gives him one punch. One punch knocks this guy's ass off the roof.
Yeah,
and you think you're going to see him splat on the ground. They cut it right at that last second.
Oh, off the roof?
Yeah, you want to see him splat on the ground because usually those Italian movies, they'll show you that shit.
Those Italian movies.
They didn't do it. And
no, but yeah. And then it ends with him looking at her like the strange glare at Jane. It's like, what a way to end the movie.
I guess,
So,
but a lot of times those movies will end sort of a lot of movies, Hammer movies.
Like mid scene, like it
sort of
like something else should have been going on.
Like there's no denouement there. It's just
it's a denouement.
That's right, college word.
Oh,
and
denouement.
Yeah, it just sort of ends on sort of more of a nihilistic note.
Is that how you said it? Like, isn't it? Like,
Denouement.
that's like when something's like really super cool. You're like,
That was the
"That's
story, the
denouement!"
introduction, the rising action, the
Hmm.
climax, the falling action,
And
and
the
the denouement.
denouement.
See, I'm
Yes,
surprised
learn
I
something.
remembered all that.
Yeah, good for you, man. So I'm gonna give you a
Yep.
prize.
Thanks.
I'm gonna give you my old scratch and sniffs.
Oh,
Yeah,
you sure you can spare them?
they still smell like pizza.
Oh, yay.
Let's see. Is this? But you are wearing pants, Dave Buffet. Oh, geez, I hope so.
You said you weren't.
I don't have any on. Suppose there are.
I have
magic
shorts on, but
not
nothing
likes.
underneath them.
I am embarrassed to say Ted and I are dressed alike tonight.
All right, Superman tank top.
Oh, that's funny.
You're going to have to meet someday. So there we go, man.
Did you hear the one about the? Oh man, right? You heard that, right?
Yeah, I made it up. I'm the one that started it.
Okay, so no need to repeat. So
What?
Yeah.
So that's all the colors of the dark.
That's it.
Pretty much, starring the lovely Edwidge Fenech. You might
So
have to go online to see how to pronounce her name. I did because I didn't want to botch it.
So, anyways, yeah, all goofiness aside, this movie, I enjoyed it immensely.
Yes.
So it was a first-time watch for me.
A little bit different.
A little bit different, a little bit rock and roll.
Roll.
As Donny Osmond would say.
Uh-huh.
And a little bit country-ish, like Marie Osmond would say.
There's the
Little
nice
folk,
country house.
Little folky horror, kind of country-ish kind of stuff going on.
Didn't know what it was. It's a very schizophrenic
So it's
movie.
a little bit country. It's a little bit.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
Roll.
Once in a while, I can recommend. Since I knew you were on a Giallo kick, I thought you might like these. I haven't seen a lot, but
yeah,
there's a few I've seen that you probably haven't. So
yeah.
And there's one more with her in it, The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward.
Oh my God!
So you might want to check that one out.
Yes.
Whether we do it on the show or not, you might want to check it out.
I'll definitely check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one I like better, but
not sure.
But they're both decent. If you like one, you'll like the other.
Or two.
Like I said.
There's 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And there's even a good documentary,
and
I think that's on Tubi as well.
Documentaries are where they talk about like making a.
That's right. It's called All the Colors of Giallo.
Yes.
And I think that's on Tubi. They had all these movies on Tubi.
They come in a 2-pack.
Actually, you could buy a set with all those, but
yes.
I think that's still available
all
to watch for free.
All the colors of dark and all the colors of Giallo.
Right. So if you want to know a little bit more about the genre, there you go.
By Severin, I think Severin released that set.
You actually might be right.
I'm 100% right.
I think that might have been Severin.
Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Thank you,
I think you just guessed that one. But...
No, I got that right.
Oh,
yeah. Where's the sign tonight?
Yeah. Everybody wants to know.
Now hold it up. That's what I'll do. And
turn it on.
And everybody say Beetlejuice 3 times.
Shouldn't the sign say it 3 times?
Yes. I'm going to write it down here in marker.
Yeah.
In crayon. I'm going to write it in crayon. And we're all going to have a Halloween party and say Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Don't say his name.
I didn't say it 3 times. The last one I said.
Throw out Candyman too.
I said Beetlejuice.
And Bloody Mary. Why don't you just screw us all up?
I did the other day. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. My kids won't say Candyman in the mirror.
They won't.
Nah, we watched that movie.
They scared.
It's dumb.
They scared.
Not a Candyman fan.
No, I'm Candyman.
What a stupid name.
Candyman.
Why don't they call him Hookman?
Candyman.
There's only one Candyman.
Candyman.
That's Willy Wonka.
Oh, shoot.
What?
I said it 3 times. Actually, I said it 5 times, so there you go. Okay, so that's the movie. That's a wrap. I love it. I would give it probably, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. I was going to say 6 out of 10. Look at that.
Were you?
I was. Better than average, not a masterpiece.
No.
But you got to save those high numbers for the good movies.
Okay, 6. I give it 6.
Well, no, if you said
I'm changing
7.
my mind.
Whatever.
You made a great argument.
If I
within 5 seconds, your argument swayed this debate.
There you go. That's how I do.
Well,
I'm convincing John, like on Fraggle Rock.
Yes, I'm glad that we debated this. It took 5 seconds, but we both give a 6 out of 10 for this movie. Oh my God, RTN. Geez, the sign is kind of distracting, don't you think?
Not anymore.
I tell Ginger that, RTN. It's distracting. It's distracting. Yeah, that's it. Donald Duck apple juice, Highboy donuts.
What was all that?
Oh my God, I'm hearing knocking.
Don't come a
You
rocking.
let Hey, that band's a rocking.
No, I said that van's a knocking. Don't come a
Don't come a
rocking.
Oh.
Whatever.
Remember the Seinfeld?
Yeah.
George,
Son of Sam.
George Costanza and his mother and father.
Oh yes, afterwards.
Jerry Stiller
van.
and Estelle Costanza, whatever.
Close the damn door.
They were going in a kick at the end of their they were going through this rut. You know, they're 70. Who knows how old they were?
That.
You know, 70 years old. They're like, we gotta spice things up.
That's right.
So
a van in the middle of
Kramer got a van and bought it from Jerry for I think $1 or a shirt.
interesting
jersey.
trades considered.
Interesting trade considered. And gave it to them to use, and yeah, they were.
Yes, it was a shirt worn by
Rock and
Aidan Quinn on the set of some movie.
oh my!
Or was it Anthony Quinn? I'm sorry, Anthony Quinn, not Aidan Quinn.
What
Anthony.
if it had an eating in it? Rich kid. Oh, what are you talking? What's going on there with that?
Well,
okay, so get ready for the best of Boston Blackie all night long.
Are we allowed to say that?
And yeah, and Friday night is movie night on Patreon.
What's the movie?
The channel memberships. The movie is, because it's blowing both on both platforms. The poll is blowing him out of the water, which I'm shocked of. It was the Rocky Horror Picture Show or Phantom of the Paradise. Guess which one's winning by a long shot?
Probably Rocky Horror.
No, Phantom of the Paradise.
Oh, well, good, better choice, but not better choice.
Different,
but good choice.
I think a lot of them, and they've said it. They picked that one because they've seen Rocky Horror so many times they haven't seen Phantom of the Paradise.
Oh, shame on you. Know that's a movie that's another one that's hard to see somewhere unless you go buy it. It's hard to see.
You'll be seeing it right here.
Oh,
if you're a Patreon member,
Paul Williams and
Paul Williams is fantastic.
Yeah, much better than he was in the Muppet Show.
Winslow Swan singing the song. Oh my God, the songs in this are so fantastic.
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
Good movie.
It's a different movie than Rocky Horror.
With Jessica Harper in it, and
Jessica Harper,
looking nice.
Who was also in, I think, Rock Opera, or
Suspiria. She was in.
No, what was the other Rock Opera?
Shock Treatment.
Yeah, she was in
which is a sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah,
she plays Janet.
Yes.
Janet Weiss.
I love Boston Blackie almost as much as I love Broadway's My Beat. Yes, most of them. Well, there's some with the organs that play a little bit long and some don't. So, hey, whatever. But Boston Blackie Faraday. Ooh, yeah. And tomorrow, there won't be no paranormal show.
Why the hell not? Tell this shit.
I need tomorrow off, man. And Saturday, the Wolfman Trivia Night. The Wolfman.
2010.
Universal Horror. No, never.
2010.
Although, wasn't the worst thing out there.
No.
But, you talk to Wolfman.
It's directed by Joe Johnston. He's not a hack.
It's Universal here. Paul Williams, the singer-songwriter. Yes, Rich Cat Ranch.
Shit, yes.
He plays in this movie.
And he was in a ton of movies in the 70s. He was in the Muppet movie. He was in Smokey and the Bandit. You saw him in everything.
In Phantom of the Paradise, he's the man in charge of this.
He's Swan.
Yes, you'll see when you see the movie. I'm not giving nothing away. So.
The story's sort of like Faust, and he is, he's the devil.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the whole premise of the movie. And, so good.
Isn't that another movie that I introduced you to?
Yeah.
See?
Oh.
I know the good movies.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't think you'd seen it before.
You may have. I can't remember.
Because, again, it was hard to find.
It's been a while ago. But anyways. So with that said, much love to each and every one of you.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, morning coffee is always right here on the Late Horror Show. Yeah, but I'm not saying nothing. But you guys know. Much love.